thought I would pop on here and do a really quick video to share the monthly stamp feature that I'm going to be offering for the month of May. So for the month of May, if you purchased from me and my online store, the Daisy Delight Bundle, which is this awesome Daisy Punch and Daisy Delight stamp set, you will get from me an email copy of instructions and all the pre-cut materials will be mailed to you to make the 4 cards. So this is a new promotion I'm going to start doing every month, and it's either going to be just a stamp set or a bundle that Stampin' Up! Offers. I'll feature that for the month, and then whatever the respective cost is will determine how many examples I'm going to send you per month. So for this month, this bundle is $40, so I'm going to send you the materials and instructions to make 4 cards. All you have to do is go to my online store and enter the host code 2YRBHTP4, and then I will get these materials out to you. So it's a great deal. This stamp set I love. It's perfect for thank you cards. There's so many different options in here. Your thoughtfulness brightened my day, for your kindness, and of course the really big thank you here. And it's a great stamp set for spring options. So I thought it would be fun if we put together one of the cards here. So these are a quick glimpse of the 4 cards that are going to be offered for this month, and we're going to make this card here today. So you get all of your samples put together for you, and this is exactly the same products you will receive when you purchase this bundle from me, and we'll put these in the mail for you. So I'm going to have all the products layered for you, so you just need to pull out the respective items, and the instruction sheet will indicate to you what stuff you will need for which card. So we will put these items aside, and this is what we're going to work with for our first card here. So we're starting with an old olive card base, and you're going to fold it in half. I will pre-score the fold lines for you. Okay. And then all we're going to do is grab our inks, and the ink colors we're using for this card are Old Olive and Calypso Coral. So we're going to start with our Old Olive. Okay, and we're going to ink up the sentiment for your kindness. And all we're going to kind of do is do scattered stamping. You're going to kind of stamp it coming off the page a bit, and you're going to want to do like kind of like a layer. So you're going to go tap, tap, tap. Just like that, and it creates a shadowed effect. Okay, you're going to do it in the top right hand corner and then the lower left hand corner. Okay, so I just did it 3 up at the top, 3 up at the bottom, and I have a couple of them going off the page. Okay, and while we have our Old Olive ink out, you're going to grab your little piece here of Designer Series paper and your large thank you, and you're going to ink up your image. Make sure it's good. I'm going to get nice and centered. Eek. Hope it's okay. Pull it off. Perfect. And we're going to put that aside for now. So that's it for the Old Olive ink. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to push everything out of the way here, because I'm going to take an Old Olive marker, and I'm going to take the marker, more of the marker tip, and I'm going to flick it into my lid to create some splatter on the background of my card. All right, I'm going to show that to you up close. Okay, so we'll put our base aside for now, and you're going to take your Calypso Coral circle, and you're going to take a bone folder. Okay, and we're going to do what's called the faux sway technique. So you're going to take a bone folder and you're going to work it all over your cardstock. So what's great about Stampin' Up! Cardstock is that it's solid all the way through. So the idea here is you want to separate it to expose the inner core of the cardstock. Geez, tongue twister. And you're going to go back and forth, both sides both sides of it, and you're really just trying to break it down. Okay. Whoa. Keep going over it. You want to be fairly gentle. You don't want to rip your cardstock. But sometimes my edges do fray a little, and I think that that's okay. I think it just adds to the effect of it. So you'll start to notice, like if you notice there, it's starting to almost rip a little bit, but that's okay. It'll add to the finish of it. So I wouldn't be too overly concerned. And you're going to start noticing the cardstock's going to start getting weaker. It's not going to be as stiff, and that's what you're working towards. And what you're looking for to start peeling it apart is you're looking for the edging to start separating. So we're almost there. It's a little bit of an arm workout, so if you're looking for an exercise, this is a great way to get it done. I'm going to keep working. And we'll flip it over. And you get really nice lines in it as well. Okay. So if you see here, oh, it'd help if we were in the camera. I don't know if you can see, it's starting to separate. So we're almost there. And this is one of my favorite techniques. I think it really gives it an aged, what do you call it, vintagey look to cards. Really puts the cardstock, shows that different texture of it. I think it's a great technique. It's one that I like using. I like using different techniques on my cards, so I don't know if anyone has any suggestions of different techniques they like using. I love trying out different ideas. So just post it in the comments below. I would love to see what you guys do. Let's see. How are we doing? This cardstock is sturdy. So you're really looking for a nice area that's got a good separation starting. And you want to start pulling from there, and then you can kind of do touch-ups as required to get it to separate. So you see here, it's starting to separate, right? So you kind of want to gently pull it apart. Okay. You're going to gently pull. If you come up to any part of it that gives you resistance, all you want to do, like right there, is you pick up from that part and just give it a couple flicks with your bone folder in that area, and it should help to work apart the area, okay? And like I said, if you have any rips or slivers that come up in your paper, I wouldn't worry about it. I think it just adds to the finish of it. So I have a little bit more resistance down here, so I'm going to flip it over again. Okay. Keep separating. Now you're only going to need one of these circles, so you can save the other one for another card if you want. So I'm going to use this one here for my card. Actually, I'm probably going to use this one. I like that little rip in it. And we're going to put the other one aside. So now what you're going to do is you're going to pull out your Calypso Coral. Let me show you this up close, actually. We worked so hard to get it. So see how it looks all textured? It looks like suede. You have nice wrinkles in there. You have it kind of a 3D effect, so it's really neat finish. And what I think is even neater about it is when you stamp on it. So we're going to take the little outline image of the little flower here, and you're going to ink it up with your Calypso Coral, and you're going to do somewhat of the same thing that we did on the card base, is that we're going to stamp in all different directions and do the tap, tap, tap. Okay. Now, a tip for doing random stamping is that you're going to want to do some of them going off the page. or off your circle, you're going to want to turn it around in all different directions so that it's all not looking like it's the same way. Okay. We'll do this one upside down and go back around and do your tap, tap, tap. Okay. Let's stick the last one there. So there's our finished circle. So I'll show you that up close. So see, it gives a really neat finish when you do it on the suited base. Okay, so we'll put our Calypso Coral ink away. We're going to pull our card base back in. Okay, and our adhesive. And we're going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of your circle. Okay, you're going to mount that into the middle of your card. Okay, now we're going to take your thank you image that we stamped here, and we're going to cut 2 flags into your sentiment. Just like this. Okay, and then all we're going to do is you also get gold thread, okay, and you're going to stick a little bit of adhesive just in the center where you know that your sentiment is going to go, and you're kind of going to take this thread, and I like to loop it very loosely, okay, and you're kind of going to adhere it to that adhesive you stuck in the middle. The messier the better. You want it to look loopy. Okay. Let's stick another loop over here. And I like to tuck, when I do this technique, I do like to tuck my ends in. I don't really like to have my ends exposed. So we'll stick it like this. And we're going to grab our thank you and stick 2 dimensionals on the back. Okay. And adhere it to the center to cover over your snail strip that you put in place there to put your gold thread. And that's it. There's your card. So this is one of the cards that's going to be included with the May feature. So to recap, my May monthly feature that I'm offering is this great stamp set, Daisy Delight, the Daisy Delight Punch. You want to go to my online store. I'm going to try and put a link in the description of this video. Add the bundle to your cart. You're going to put in the host code 2YRBHTP4. I'm going to email you the set of directions to make the 4 cards. Okay. And then I will mail to you a package of supplies, okay, to complete the 4 cards. If you have any questions or want to talk about this monthly feature, please send me an email to jumbleofscraps@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. I would also appreciate it if you checked out my Facebook group, Random Jumble of Scraps, and I hope to have another process video for you soon. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye-bye.